So I just watched episode 5 of Burnout Syndrome, and I'm kind of unwell. I am super stressed, and I feel like I was holding my breath the entire time I was watching. Like, the entire time, like, I was just so tense and, like, not breathing. And it's just like, I don't know. God, this show. This show is just, like, killing me in the best way possible. Okay, so before I get into it, there was something that I did want to read to you, which I know that sounds like super weird. Nucci, the director, posted on their Instagram today about they've done like some partnership. I don't really know, but there's a perfume that's been inspired by burnout syndrome. And I just love what they wrote in their caption. And I want to read it because I think it really sums up this show in a really cool way, because I've had a really hard time explaining, like, describing the vibe of the show. And obviously they're going to describe it perfectly because it's their show. Okay, so it says, Burnout Syndrome is a story of queer artists who are searching for identity and artistic ways to stay strong in a world where capitalism and technology dominate. It's a BL genre with a seductive atmosphere that combines erotic art with the art house style that Nucci likes to make, with a steady, slow pace, leaving the audience in the cage. Yes, oh my God. Like, isn't that just such a beautiful way to describe the show? Like, that it's like this erotic art house style, like, it's about these people who are just trying to, like, find themselves and stay true to themselves in this world that is just, like, overcome with, like, we see it, like, the AI and the technology and like what that means, and how Pim was like, it's gonna happen anyways, but, like, how do we navigate that? Anyways, I would love that perfume, but I don't live in Thailand, and getting things from Thailand and Canada is not the easiest. But anyways, that was just a side note. I just really wanted to draw that out because I've just, like, I can't figure out how to describe how this show makes me feel. Like, it just feels very intimate and intense, and everything's so intentional from, I find it overwhelming. Like, I'm overwhelmed 98% of the time when I'm watching it. And I mean that in the best way. Okay, so even this episode, was very interesting. Very interesting. Like, seeing Ko's character a little bit more, and how stressed he is and worried and concerned about Jira's character. And I think that moment when he goes to the house and Jira's, like, talking about that painting, that was such a, like, okay, first of all, that whole scene was just really beautifully done. When he's talking about the painting and he's showing him, and he's like, you're laying there and you're just a man. You're not this, this, and this. Like, just basically saying, like, I saw you for who you truly were, not the money, not the this, not the that. And Ko's reaction to that, because I think he doesn't ever have that. Like, obviously, because we know he's, like, really closed off and really afraid and doesn't allow people in, obviously. So I think having someone say that to him rocked him a bit. And really, like, if he didn't already know that Jira was important to him, I think it really made that clear. And then I just also want to say, like, how beautiful was that scene with Jira and the wind blowing on his face, and then the rose petals floating and hitting Ko as he was asleep. That was probably one of the most beautiful things that I've ever seen. It was so beautiful. And you could just feel it. Like, you could feel it. Obviously, Ko is figuring out Pim and Jira's connection. And I don't know how that's gonna, like, what that's gonna do. Like, I don't know what that's gonna do, or how he's going to react, or if he's even going to react, or if it's going to affect me. Like, I don't even know. Like, that's the thing with the show. I have no idea what's coming, what's happening, if there's gonna be, like, I don't know, guys. Like, I feel so at a loss, because normally we can figure things out. You know what I mean? Like, we can normally figure things out. I can't figure out anything with this show. I can't predict it. I don't even know. Like, if I didn't know better, like, I'm assuming Jira and Off will somehow and Jira and Co will somehow get together over Jira and Peem, but like at this point, it makes more sense for him to be with Peem. Okay, but I do want to talk. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. I'm just frazzled. I want to talk about Peem for a second because I have been feeling like I'm not certain about him. But now, like with this episode, there was really nothing that made me feel like those earlier feelings were granted. Like, he does seem like he genuinely likes Jira. He does seem like he's genuinely an actual good guy. Like, he is trying to help his friend. He's working really hard. Like, he's not actively trying to betray, like, Co. Like, even when he was like, if he doesn't do it, someone else will. Like, that's why I'm still here. I don't know. He's interesting. He's an interesting character, and I haven't quite figured him out. But I don't dislike him. And that's what's messing with me, because I don't dislike him. So I don't know what's happening. And I don't know. Okay, that's it. I'm just going to cut it off because I don't know. And please tell me what your thoughts are. Just tell me what your thoughts are, because I'm spiraling. Okay. Thank you very much. I will see you at the next episode. I gotta stop. All right, I love you. Okay, bye.